Hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Here's Murray from midfield. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 6-0 our score after 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has the 1st down and more. 20! And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the keeper.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll run here with Connor. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On the move to his left. That is caught by Lamb. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And no run back. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Here's Connor on the read option. A first down for Connor and then some. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Murray now running right on the option. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going.
It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Murray now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray a give. This is Connor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Again, a run with Connor. runs over it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Murray giving to Connor on the option. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Golden picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B. One starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A 1st down throw for Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. forced out to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Running with Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Watch tight. Tight ends.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was.
We're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the handoff, Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. That one, 2nd down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Finding Green complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Murray to throw. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. To throw is Murray. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's third down. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of